Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Nancy and today I'm here again with a new video, and this video is going to be all about how to cross 150 in your FMG July exam. Keeping all the 19 subjects together, not leaving a single subject and still crossing your 150 marks, even more than 150 marks, 170 to 180 marks easily without having 100% command on your subject. So without wasting any time, let's get started with the video and let's see how are you going to cross 150 very easily just by reading some subjects, and even just you can leave 1-2 subjects also, so it's possible to cross 150. So let's get started. So as I said in starting that in this video I'll be sharing you how to cross 150 with all 19 subjects keeping together, and you don't need to have a full 100% command on each and every subject. So I'll be showing you how you can do, because I planned the same strategy for me, so I'll be just sharing it with you. So let's get started. And you can see that this is the page, and in this I have wrote roughly around all the 19 subjects and how much marks. I have not kept exactly the main subjects, but you can see I have kept it in 4 different sections. One section PSM, surgery, medicine and OBGY is like the main subjects which are having the maximum number of marks. According to the marking scheme, they are having around 30 to 33 marks each. Even sometimes 40 marks also comes from them. So that is one thing. Fully if you will calculate, around 100 to 120 marks you will be getting from your main subjects in the exam. After that, the 6 subjects are there: psychiatry, derma, ortho, anesthesia, forensic, radio. These are the small subjects which will give you a chunk of 40 marks. I made a video some days before of how these small subjects works, how you should be studying small subjects. So 40 marks total you will get from your small subjects. Then there are 5 to 6 subjects which are like intermediate subject: pedia, ENT, patho, optha, biochem. These are some subjects that it helps us in balancing the marks. First paper, second paper, it is both of the mix, and it gives you that balancing part in the paper. And then according to me, these 4 subjects are NAT, physio, pharma, microart. The most volatile subject means kitna bhi padho, you are going to forget it. And these are something that won't stay in mind for long, and a lot of efforts after also, how much also you study, maximum points you tend to miss from these subjects. So these 4 subjects are kept separately. So how I planned 150 को किस तरह से cross किया जाए with all the subjects, not leaving any of the subjects, is that, see, main subject को तुम कितनी बारी भी पढ़ो, you are not going to have command on the entire medicine, right? I mean full 100 out of 100, 40 out of 40, you are not going to score. So you don't need to score, keep the aim also high that I have to cross entire 100 out of 100 in that. That should not be ideal, because बाकी सारे subjects भी है तुम्हें equally balance करने के लिए. That is why we are having 19 subjects, so that because paper is not going to be only about 4 main subjects, right? It is going to be about all the 19 subjects. So सारे 19 subjects है paper को balance करने के लिए. But the least you can do that, at least तुम 20-20-20 का target रखो, that in all the 4 subjects you are able to score at least 20 questions correct. At least 20 की command होनी चाहिए. If you are good at, if you are having that much revisions and you have did that, you are able to correct around 25 questions correct. So that is a bonus for you, right? More marks से कुछ बुरा तो नहीं होने वाला. So that is better, but at least you should try to have a command that you should be able to do correct at least 20 questions for these papers. So 20-20 करने के बाद तुम्हारे ये 4 subjects से 80 marks तुम्हें मिल जाएंगे easily. 70 to 80 marks तुम आराम से these 4 main subjects से score कर सकते हो. Apart from that, small subjects, I already said you that all the 6 subjects together they are going to give you 40 marks around. If you are very good in these small subjects and you have prepared them really nicely, so according to me all 40 out of 40 is doable, you can score it. But तुम फिर भी 30 का target रख सकते हो. 30 to 35 marks it easily can be bought. Apart from that, the small subjects, this pedia हो गया, ENT हो गया, 15 marks, and 15 out of 13 scoring is really easy. 12 to 13 marks आराम से आ जाते हैं पीडिया और ENT में, because that is not so much volatile subjects. It is easily learned, it is interesting, and so 15, 30 out of 25 around you can easily score in this both subjects. उसके बाद पैथो, ऑप्था एंड बायोकेम 17 marks they are each of them. So for this, if you are able to score at least 10, 10, 10, that is the minimum I am saying. You know, maximum obviously अगर तुम्हारी subjects पे command ज़्यादा अच्छी है तो you are going to score more. So उस हिसाब से मैंने लिखा है, if all the 5 subjects in this and if you are able to score 10, 10, 10 out of all the 5, the minimum the amount which can be scored is 50. You know, this section can give you easily 50 marks if you are just able to have a control of 10, 10 marks each on each of them. And then comes the boarding subjects according to me. Boarding, most volatile, rectification, each and everything is there in these subjects. You know, there is a lot of the concepts to understand, even there is a lot of sub concepts to learn, and after that also it doesn't get learned. You will forget each and every week after. Micro ke pictures, micro ke names, each and everything are hard to learn. This is the like anatomy, physio is for 17 marks and pharma and micro is 13 marks each. So ये section से अगर you know least I'm saying which I planned for my exam was अगर if I am able to take 5 marks also from all 4 of them, you know, it's 20 and 5 it was for me because these were my volatile subjects. But अगर तुम्हारा physio अच्छा है, your anatomy is really good, so obviously you are going to score more, right? You are going to score 10 plus in that, so तुम्हें वो भी additional point इसमें मिलेगा. But the least at least like if you are not able to you know regain the data in this, तो PYQs कर लिया and everything, so that way तुम यहाँ से 20 marks easily निकाल सकते हो. अब even after doing all the things, just calculate the total of this. 80 plus 40 नहीं करते हैं, 30 ही करते हैं. 80 plus 30 plus 20 plus 50 कितना हुआ? It's around 180, right? So you can see no need of just getting it entire 100%, you know, 50 out of 50 and 40 out of 40. Entirely subject को command नहीं किए बिना भी you can easily score 180. You don't need to have the entire command on each and every subject. That is what I have been trying to say the juniors as well, and each of my friends who will ask me about how to you know manage the subjects, and each one of them have always been saying you don't need to have command on each and every 19 subjects. You know, each and every 19 subjects are going to come in exam, I know that, but there is some subjects which are volatile, there is some subjects which are really easy, and there is some subject which is your strong point. So your strong points will give you marks. The weaker subjects from you can take out some marks, you can't have command on that. If you are you know in a pressure that you know my anatomy and physio is so much weak, what am I going to do? Due to this you are feeling so much disconfident, just say me one thing, is the paper going to be all about anatomy and physio? No, right? Paper is going to be about all 19 subjects. It's possible now you are having OBGY as your strong subject, you are having PSM as your strong subject, so you are going to get 25 to 25 marks, both 50 marks तुम्हारे दो subjects से आ रहे हैं. So just see that 2 subjects is going to give you 50 marks, whereas 2 subjects will give you at least 10 marks if you read just PYQ based you know study in that, if it is a big subject for you. So this was one thing which I just wanted to share, that you know don't be in that hype that all 19 subjects are needed entirely in command for passing the exam, because ऐसा नहीं होता है. There is no such thing as 100% preparation, no such thing as a perfect preparation, and no such thing as command on each and every subject. Even the one who scored 200 plus, if you have seen their interview, you will come to know they also had some weak subjects which they you know they were not having so much command on. But the subjects which they were having command on, they made sure that they take maximum output from them. So that is the game. Understand how the exam is going to be. Exam is not about seeing which subject are you strong, and exam is not about seeing that are you able to score 50% in paper 1 and 50% in paper 2. No, exam is scoring overall 50%. If you know your first paper subjects are weak, your second paper subjects are small, yet the second paper is going to make you pass. Don't worry about that. The marks are going to get balanced. Just focus on your small subjects right now. The only thing you can do for your weak subjects is just go and see all the PYQs, all the previous year topic based studies, see what topics have come. If like for example Down syndrome is asked again and again in every exam, go and read topic of Down syndrome in such a way that you cover Down syndrome in each and every way. Either it is related to patho, either it is related to pedia, either it is related to you know surgery, or any topic which is a subject which it is touching. If Down syndrome topic comes, you are able to solve any questions of Down syndrome. That is the way how you should be preparing for previous year topic. So that was one thing which I really wanted to highlight. And one more thing I would like to say about solving PYQs, that from where you should be, how much you should be solving PYQs. Now is in this last 1 month, you should make an habit that you should be solving PYQs even more. compared to your normal questions. You should, like 100 PYQs you did and 200 normal questions you did, new questions from your modules and everywhere. So that way you should balance your study time and question solving time, because PYQs are equally important. Patterns are changing each and every exam. The least you should be doing related to your PYQs and everything right now is, first of all, abhi some days before INICET exam has been included. All the platforms are giving live on YouTube about INICET questions review, recall of all the questions. So that is one must thing you should be watching. INICET ka review dekho, because by seeing that you will be coming to know what question they asked, what topics they used for question asking. You would have heard it somewhere, PSM इस बार पेपर में बिल्कुल नहीं था. There was very less questions in PSM. But if you remember those who gave exam in our December exam, PSM was there in paper. So exam pattern keep on changing. Last paper हमारे पेपर में उन्होंने PSM भर दिया था, INICET में उन्होंने PSM बहुत कम दिया. So first thing you should be seeing your INICET recall. Even just this paper which came just now, the last paper. No need of seeing the November paper. Just see the now one paper only. That is enough. Recall YouTube videos are already there. Subject by subject they are doing the recall. You can easily see it anytime. Do it on 1.5 to 1.8x and just watch it. Apart from that, you should be solving at least 3 to 4 years of previous year questions of our FMG exam. Ideally from 2020 to 2024 till you should be solving, but I think that is going to be a lot, and 2020 ka paper we can leave. So 2021, 2022, 23, 24, still 4 year paper it is, and 4 paper means it is 8 papers, because every year 2 paper is there, so 8 papers are there. Every 5 days or 4 to 5 days make a habit, give one PYQ. I know PYQ giving time किसी को भी full 3 hours paper में नहीं लगता है. It's just even we can finish that in 2 hours itself. 2 to 3 hours maximum it is we will take for that. No need to sit the entire sitting, right? So you can give very fastly the papers and then देख लो एक बारी which topics you did wrong, because if PYQs are getting wrong, PYQs first of all should not get wrong. If PYQs are getting wrong, that means that concept of yours is not clear. So just go back to your notes, read that, come again, read the explanation, and then correlate it with that. That are the both things same? Something new was there, or you missed a point. So that's something you should be working on in your PYQs. Apart from that, try to solve 2 NEET PG papers. अभी एक exam होगा जून में, and the last paper which was there, 2 years of NEET PG paper. If you can do, just go and see at least last 2 years. If not, just this exam when June will happen and the recalls will come, try to see that, because abhi dono hi exam, just our exam before it is, the pattern would be changing, and some new topics and what all trend they have followed, so you'll get an idea about that. So don't forget to do that. These 3 things at least in PYQ solving part, these 3 things at least you should be following. INICET recall, last 4 year paper. If not 4, you can at least go for 3 year paper, means total of 6 papers are there for FMG, and NEET PG ka 2 saal ka paper at least this time review to confirm, and if you can do the last paper also. So this is the part of PYQs which you should be thorough with, but not only on questions, you should have the command on that entire topic also. The other 3 options about also you should be knowing that why are they not the answer. So about the other 3 topics also you should be knowing as well. That is known as PYQ and previous year topic based study. So you should study that way, correlating and rest everything whatever was needed, how to revise and everything. I have already said it in my previous video. And if you still need any help, I am always there on the Instagram, as well as you can put your doubts in the comment section as well. And I'll be seeing you in the next video. Till then, study nicely, prepare well, solve more questions, revise more and more and more, and just be positive and prepare well. I'll see you in my next video.